Have you ever pondered the intricacies of gun laws in the United States? It's a complex landscape, riddled with nuances that change dramatically depending on your geographical location. This tangled web of laws and policies, which evolves constantly, can be a daunting topic to fully understand. With the variance not only from one state to another, but also within smaller jurisdictions like towns and cities, one can easily lose sight of the overall picture. The United States, unique in its gun laws, presents a mosaic of regulations that govern the sale, possession, use, and transportation of firearms. Each state has its individual stipulations, and within those states, municipalities often have their unique ordinances. The laws might differ significantly, resulting in a puzzle of permissions and prohibitions that can be challenging to navigate. At the core of these policies, the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution stands as a cornerstone, serving as the legal foundation that affirms the right of individuals to keep and bear arms. This significant provision, part of the United States Bill of Rights, is often a subject of intense debate and interpretation. Advocates argue that it unequivocally upholds citizens' rights to possess firearms for self-defense, while critics believe that it should be tailored to reflect modern society's realities. However, the right to bear arms isn't absolute or unrestricted. Federal, state, and local laws all help to shape the landscape of firearm ownership, dictating the who, what, where, and when of gun possession and use. These rules govern who is eligible to own a firearm, detailing age restrictions, background check requirements, and restrictions for individuals with criminal records or mental health issues. They also dictate what types of firearms are permitted, with regulations varying widely for handguns, shotguns, and semi-automatic weapons. The laws also address where firearms can be carried, whether openly or concealed, and under what circumstances they can be used. Some states allow open carry without a permit, while others require permits or prohibit carry altogether. Use of firearms is also heavily regulated, particularly regarding self-defense, hunting, and in situations of perceived threat. As we delve deeper into this intricate subject, it's crucial to note that gun laws in the US are not constant, but continually evolving. They are the result of an ongoing national conversation that seeks to balance personal liberty with public safety. However, this right isn't absolute. Federal, state, and local laws all place restrictions on who can own firearms, what types of firearms are allowed, where they can be carried, and under what circumstances they can be used. A common element that permeates through the intricate web of US gun laws is the undeniably crucial requirement for background checks. This pivotal component, mandated by federal law, necessitates that all licensed firearms dealers must conduct thorough background checks on any prospective buyers. This is the first line of defense, a preventative measure designed to stall, if not completely obstruct, sales to individuals who are legally prohibited from owning firearms. This group of restricted individuals spans across various categories, including convicted felons who have served sentences for their crimes, individuals dealing with certain defined mental health conditions, and those carrying the heavy burden of a history marked by domestic abuse. The principal aim of this provision is not to punish, but to protect. It is a bulwark against the potential misuse of firearms that could potentially result in a threat to public safety, a safeguard in place to avert potential tragedy. However, the federal law only lays out the baseline requirement. Many states, in their pursuit of a safer environment for their residents, take it a step further, demonstrating an extra degree of vigilance. They require individuals to first obtain a license or permit before they can venture into the process of purchasing or carrying a firearm. This additional step is not merely an exercise in bureaucracy. It is a testament to the responsibility associated with owning a firearm. Furthermore, a few states even necessitate that firearms should be registered with state or local authorities. This isn't a simple formality, but a means to trace the lineage of a firearm, to know its history, its origins, and its owners. This adds yet another layer to the process, a layer aimed at enhancing oversight and accountability. It is this vigilant approach that has made the US gun laws stringent and comprehensive. Still, there is no denying that these processes can be tedious, even challenging. Yet, the collective intent remains unwavering: to ensure safety and promote responsible firearm ownership. Ultimately, states take an additional step forward, some even necessitating that firearms be registered with state or local authorities, adding another layer to the process, all in the name of public safety. Certain states also have laws banning what are commonly referred to as assault weapons. This term, while controversial and often misunderstood, usually refers to semi-automatic rifles with specific features. Let's delve a little deeper to understand what these features are. Primarily, these features include detachable magazines and pistol grips. What is a detachable magazine, you may ask? It is a device that holds multiple rounds of ammunition which can be easily removed and replaced in the firearm. It simplifies the reloading process, making it faster and more efficient. This, in turn, can be viewed as increasing the potential lethality of the weapon, which is why it is often included in the definition of an assault weapon. Pistol grips, on the other hand, are the part of the firearm held by the user's hand. They contribute to the comfort, control, and overall ergonomics of the weapon. With a pistol grip is easier to control and aim accurately, hence why it is commonly associated with assault weapons. Apart from assault weapons, there exist other regulations such as concealed carry laws, another common element in the discussion about firearm control. Such laws are widely varied across the United States, with some states adopting a more permissive attitude, while others tend to be more restrictive. Many states permit individuals to carry concealed firearms with a permit. This means that a person is allowed to carry a firearm in public in a concealed manner, often in a holster hidden under clothing. This privilege, however, requires obtaining a permit from the state, which often involves background checks and sometimes even training. Conversely, there are states that allow open carry without a permit. This refers to the practice of openly carrying a firearm in public, as opposed to concealed carry. While it may seem counterintuitive, some argue that this practice actually deters crime by making potential criminals aware that they could be met with armed resistance. Yet some states prohibit or restrict the carrying of firearms in certain locations, such as schools, government buildings, and public events. This is done in the interest of public safety, to minimize the chance of firearm-related incidents in these sensitive areas. Then we have the Stand Your Ground and Castle Doctrine laws. These laws, present in some states, allow individuals to use deadly force in self-defense without a duty to retreat. This applies both inside their own homes, Castle Doctrine, and in public spaces, Stand Your Ground. We also have federal regulations that supplement state laws. These include restrictions on the sale of firearms to minors, prohibitions on certain categories of individuals from owning firearms, and regulations on the sale of firearms across state lines. In conclusion, gun laws in the US are a labyrinth of regulations and restrictions, a complex issue often sparking debates that revolve around balancing the rights of individuals to own firearms with the need to protect public safety and prevent gun violence. A deeper understanding of these laws is key to navigating these debates and making informed decisions.